What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and today we're going to quickly watch the new Starfield official launch date announcement trailer. I have not seen it yet. I know a lot of people on the internet were upset. A couple of very angry YouTubers were very upset about this release date, and I've got my thoughts on it, and what I think about the release date and the announcement and stuff. But let's watch the trailer together first, and then we'll talk about it after. I noticed the volume in my other last videos for the Capcom Spotlight and the other one I can't remember. Then the Mario trailer was a little low, so hopefully this one's a little bit better. Brought to you by Diet Mountain Dew. I'm just kidding. I wish. I really want this game to bring me back to like Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect so much. I know this is gonna be different, but I love space exploration games. They're so cool. Ooh, let me let's shed some light on the situation. Sorry, guys. So September 6th this year.
Hey everyone, from myself and everybody here at Bethesda, we are so excited to finally tell you when Starfield is coming out this year. You know, we have poured ourselves into this game, and even I'm surprised how much we can pour. It is large. We're playing the game all the time. Shout out over here to lead producer Tim Lamb. Old school fans, you may remember him from the Oblivion making of video where he's sitting on a similar sofa doing similar things. But also,
Oblivion. I love Oblivion so much.
I'm going to bring you into the studio and give you a deep dive in the game at our Starfield Direct. There's so much
June
that we
11th.
still have to show you. The game has many of the hallmarks that you'd expect from us, but it's also a very unique experience. And again, thank you all for all of your excitement about the game, your support, your comments. We really do read it all. And look, we know you've waited a long time to play something new from us. Believe it or not, we're kind of the same. We miss it, and we really just can't wait for you all to play it. So thanks, and we'll see you soon.
Starfield Direct, June 11th. By the way, I love the Xbox just straight up copied Nintendo's Direct. I love it. I think it's a perfect name, like a Direct. I've never really Xbox has really never had a name. Like, they was always Showcase, and I don't really like the State of Play name for PlayStation. I mean, it's okay, but Nintendo Direct it's just the perfect name. It is what it is. So yeah, we finally got another look at Starfield. We got the release date September 6th. We got a Direct coming June 11th. Why are people mad? I genuinely don't understand why people get so upset on the internet. Let me reel it back in for a second. Video games, I think, is one of the best mediums out there. You know, it's got the aspect of a movie, it's got the aspect of a book with the storytelling, and then we get gameplay, and then you get relaxation. You get to wind down and play some games, and I think it's one of the greatest mediums ever created. There's such a great community behind gaming. Except for Twitter, don't go on Twitter. It's horrible. But yeah, just all the negativity I've seen from this release date announcement. We finally got a proper release date for this game, and people are just losing their minds, and I don't understand why. I know at the showcase last year, when they showed off Starfield, they said it would come within a year. Obviously, I think at the January Direct Xbox had, and Starfield wasn't a part of that, I think that was like a hint and a solid evidence that this game wasn't coming out in the first half of 2023. It was going to be a fall and or holiday game. And it just blows my mind why people didn't realize that back then. You know, I think it's fine, right? There's one big game coming out in May, right? Which is Zelda. And everything is staying clear of that, except for Redfall. That's like, what, a week or so prior, which I personally think is a mistake, but obviously two different genres, so whatever. I want all the time in the world to play Zelda. I don't want anything else to come out near Zelda. And with Starfield being a huge game that we know from Bethesda with Skyrim, Oblivion, all the Fallout games, we know it's going to be a huge game, hundreds of hours possibly in this game. I think putting it out in September is fine. I don't understand why people are getting so mad. We never had a release date. We had like a time frame, sort of. We knew it was coming out in 2023. Most of us some people thought it was coming out in the first half, which, you know, Xbox did say that. But I never believed them. I always thought it would be a later in the year type game. And I think September is perfect. I don't see why that's an issue. You know, I would rather them take a few more months to polish it, because if you guys have never played a Bethesda game, they're janky. They're always glitchy and buggy. And sometimes it's charming, right? Like you have like Sons of the Forest that just came out, which is getting great reviews and doing very well, but it's kind of a jank game, but it's charming, right? It runs well, but there's some jankiness to it. I think there's so much pressure on Starfield that if they don't blow people out of the water with this game, it's gonna be considered a failure, because it's so hyped. It's the next big Space Odyssey, next big open world, open universe, whatever you want to call it, from Bethesda, and I want them to take their time with it, you know? And I think Microsoft wants them to take their time with it too. Look at Halo. Halo, while I think is a great game, I'm starting to play Season 3. I think it's in such a good direction now that if they would have just maybe delayed it until the first half of 2022 instead of launching the campaign and the multiplayer separate, and then they had all those issues, I think they could have worked out their battle pass and gave us more content, you know, in between seasons and stuff like that. And I think this is I think this is a smart move on Microsoft's part. Give Bethesda the time. You know, they've got their other games coming out. They've got Forza. They've got their Minecraft game, which is going to sell like crazy, and it's on all platforms. Redfall looks pretty good. So, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that they have that they can put out on top of all their other Game Pass stuff, right? Wo Long just launched. That's a pretty good game. Atomic Heart just came out. So what I'm trying to say is if you're a versatile gamer, if you are a multi-platform gamer, which I think most of us are in some regards. Like, I know not everyone owns an Xbox and a PlayStation, but most gamers own like a Switch and an Xbox, or a Switch and a PlayStation. So there's thousands of games. There's so many games right now. Like, I've got to finish up Fire Emblem. I've got to play. I want to play more Wo Long. I'm thinking about going back to Atomic Heart, but I don't know. I've got to finish Hi-Fi Rush. Resident Evil 4 comes out in a couple of weeks. Like, there's so much to play that when we get caught up and we complain about release dates and stuff getting delayed and all that stuff, like, it just, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why people get so mad when there's other stuff to play. You know, everyone's got their opinions and everyone's got their thoughts, and Microsoft lied to you about the release date. It's like, kind of, maybe, but I think these companies just got to do a better job of setting expectations and meeting their own expectations. I hate when games do put release dates out there. I prefer games do release dates within like 4 or 5 months of it actually releasing. That way they can nail it, not a year out. I think that's a mistake, and companies, I think, are starting to learn that. So sorry for my voice going out a little bit. Again, I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold. Let me take a little swig of my drink here. But yeah, the point is we gotta stop complaining about games. They're so much fun. There's so many of them. There's so many great experiences to be had. If you're waiting for Starfield and you're disappointed that it got delayed, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I wanted to play it earlier, but also, again, I've got Zelda to play. That's going to take up so much of my time during the summer that I don't need anything else for the most part, right? So, yeah, let's stop complaining on the internet. Let's have fun. Let's be kind to others. Stop the console war nonsense. It's all good. At the end of the day, we're doing what we love, and that's gaming. So, all right, guys. Well, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 300 subs, which is incredible. So I think 1,000 is my goal this year. I want to get to 500 before summer. I think that's very doable with all the games and stuff coming out that I'm gonna play. Gonna be streaming. I think the full game of Resident Evil 4. So excited about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.